What's going on, solid steppers? It's Miss Ward coming to you from early morning South Florida. Headed to get that workout in. Ready to give my trainer a run for his money. Anyway, this morning's topic is going to be about mindset. I would love for everyone watching this video to take a moment and meditate on where your head really is. Where's your head at? Are you focused? Are you foggy? Are you dreaming? Are you doing actionable steps? Everything starts with one thing, and that's called your mindset. Once you get that mindset in order, fire, as the kids say. The reality is there are great books by Maxwell Maltz and others out here, such as Power of the Subconscious Mind. You know, there are books by Joseph Campbell. I mean, y'all got to get with the program, man. Because once you get your mindset right, there's nothing you can't do. You know, people be like, well, how does Miss Ward have so much diligence and determination? I mean, I run against things every day. And I was talking to my girl last night, and she was talking about how, you know, because I'm always telling my girl, I'm like, look, I'm your number one hype man, no matter what. I don't give a thing what happened with us. You know, she's not the type of person that talks about the tragedy in her life and things she's been through, but I know she's been through some stuff. Just from being around, I'm very clear. I pick up on those things because I'm attentive. And the reality is, when you, let me tell you something. You got to have reasons to strive, you know. And we were talking last night. She was saying something about how people keep coming out of things, keep happening. But, you know, she's like, that's all right. She said, you got to keep going. That right there is real. And you do have to keep going. But you have to have your mindset in an order and a place to do that. And a lot of times you got to remove everything around you. You know what I mean? Everything that is not pro, let's get it, got to go. And you'll be surprised the things that are not pro, let's go. You got people who are complacent, comfortable in life, but they got that laid-back mindset. I was watching this documentary, too, about the Blue Zone, and they were talking to all these centurions, you know, these people who are living to be 100 and things like that, their diets and, you know. And this particular one, they were in Okinawa, Japan, and they were talking about the difference between Okinawa and the mainland of Japan, the different traditions, the different food, mindsets, things of that nature. So they were interviewing this 92-year-old chick, right? And this lady was like, she had a restaurant for X amount of years, or a shop, and she said she never closed a shop. 365 days a year she was grinding. And this lady had all her faculties. She was bright, bushy-tailed. She was up doing things, running her household at 92. Wasn't chilling in no chair. This chick was grinding. So they asked her, what do you think about people who retire or start working at 65? She said they're lazy. Look, I want to be her when I grow up. You hear me? That's all I'm saying. The reality is, this woman's very clear that that is a part of her identity, her work ethic, how she get down, the fact she's independent and she can handle herself. Why am I going to get this workout this morning? Because I know that I need an accountability coach. Not only is my trainer a phenomenal trainer, he is also a phenomenal accountability coach. It takes a certain personality to coach Miss Ward. Trust and believe. And the reality is, I'm just as big a slacker as every damn body else. You leave me to my own devices, woo-wee. You think I'm fat girl now, man, I would be on 600-pound life probably. Because I realize I'm an emotional eater. I understand my triggers. And so stress is one of the biggest ones. Like, time I start having issues with the subs or a customer, like yesterday, I had to go grab a Haagen-Dazs. I went, and I didn't have to. I happened to be in Walgreens trying to pick up something, and I walked by the little, what they call it, refrigeration now. They got Haagen-Dazs, buy one, get one free. I was like, ooh, that's an excuse to be fat girl. The reality is, now I got to grind it off today. But that's called being human. You got to know what your deal is, and you got to know what get your mindset in order. You know, this morning I did a little meditation, not as long as I like, but I'm very clear the things I have to have in order. You know, yesterday I was looking at my food and what I consumed, and I was watching my fuel. As long as I was eating that bowl of fruit and some vegetables I picked up from Publix, oh, my energy was right. Time I hit that ice cream, oh, it was a wrap. Crash and burn, baby. But the reality is, as adults, we all know. You can be in denial if you want, but you know what's good for you, what's not. Like, prime example, you know, those of us that follow Dr. Sebi, blah, 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 and these different diets, alkaline diets, we all know when you're on that alkaline diet, you don't have no mucus, you don't wake up with no phlegm in your throat, you see clearly, you think clearly, everything is clear because it's what you put in your body. I mean, the reality, but it's the same way with your mind. Whatever you put in your mind is what's gonna help you be successful. And when ain't everybody else standing around, you still going. Y'all look at Miss Ward. Ever since y'all seen me on these videos, you seen me do one thing: get up every day and go. 99% of the time, because that's what I know how to do. That's what I understand. Now, what I gotta work out in the process is on my ass. Like, prime example, today I got jobs. I'm on the road by myself today. And I got the night crew coming in because we got some jobs tonight. But the reality is I had a late night. I had to go back and deal with a couple of recalls and handle those properly. And yeah, I had a warranty job I needed to bang out, and then had to go provide entertainment for the customers because they was like 9 million years old, but they were cool as hell. And, you know, I could have put that off to today, but the reality is I needed my slate clean because I had to handle business today. The reality is the choice I made yesterday affects how I'm grinding today. And that's the way your life is, what you consume. Like on my roster today, I got to do some MSA webinars, watch those. I'm trying to watch a minimum of 1 a day, which means I'll get through that library and I'm going to absorb the information I need. And you know, you got to be constantly training. I'm reviewing Profit First, the ebook, not the ebook, but the audio book. And there's some graphs I want to go check out that Mike put up. I'm still on 12-Week Year by Brian Moran. You know, Atomic Habits by James. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to understand you got your go-to. And let me never forget my boy Brian Tracy with the 27 Laws of Discipline. I'm always pouring. I also want to crack that book by 50 Cent. The new one he got. There are things that I need to do, and I got to keep my mind alert, and I got to stay fresh with ideas. I'm gonna go back and look at James Allen, Getting Things Done, outstanding book about organization and structure. I want to go back and look at The Goal, a book about Six Sigma, and that's a great book. Make sure y'all find it. I can never pronounce the guy's name, but basically The Goal is about this factory or plant, and they deal with bottlenecks and how a lot of time in business you may be the bottleneck, and how they had to put systems in place at each juncture to fix those bottlenecks depending on the demand. It's really deep, and this is what I mean about grinding and keeping your mind. Let's not even talk about my own courses, my own course of development. Like, my plate is so full, and I'm running a business. Plus, I got other things on the horizon I got to sharpen my skill for. So the only way you can do is you're going to have to lock your ass down, get your mindset together, and stop talking about or thinking about what you can't do. Focus on what you can and do that extremely well. Y'all give me 1 second. I need to give my ETA to my trainer here real quick. Oh, boy, come on, man. I appreciate y'all patience with me, but I need to be on top of my game at all times. Processes and procedures. Everything I do, because I'm all over the place. I have a tendency to be all over the place because I get excited like a little kid, like a little puppy dog about shit. I have to kind of be on my thing because I have to realize everybody don't operate like me. I have to respect their boundaries and their process, their love languages, and their process language. And I think that's another thing y'all ass be messing up on. See, I'm crunk all the time, period. This is why I don't need no drugs, no nothing. I don't need no additives because I am a lot by my damn self. I can barely deal with me. I be talking to my girl. I know she be like, you really need to calm down. But the reality is, I keep her laughing, and that's the name of the game. You know, you gotta grind, y'all. You gotta grind in your life. You gotta stay consistent. I'm proud of myself. I'm starting to see my face slim up, trimming permanently. Once I get the nutrition part down and stop being trifling and juvenile, I know I'm gonna be fire. Because like I told my girl, you ain't gonna be the only one in this and rolling around with abs. It's not happening. My girl, she in the CrossFit, so more power to her. I don't know about that, but I'm gonna do what I do, and maybe one day I'll graduate to that. But like I said, be around people and things that inspire you. You know, whatever it may be. It don't have to be a person. You know, took me a minute because I wasn't trying to do none of that. You know, but the reality is, when it come along, you better know, you better recognize what it is and clank, lock it down. That's my thought process. So, what we've discussed so far is the following. We've discussed the fact that y'all need to go get these books. And no, I'm not putting no links in the description. I love y'all, but look, I'm driving. I'm making a video. I might go back and do it, but I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all ass because I'm keeping it a buck. That's what y'all love about me. You know? I am going to tell you the books. You already know. 12-Week Year by Brian Moran. The Goal. I cannot say the guy's name. I can't remember. It's just a long-ass name. But remember, it's about, The Goal is a phenomenal book. It's going to be in one of the top 10 business books. Look it up. It has to do with bottlenecks and Six Sigma. Where am I at? Not there yet. The next book is 27 Laws of Self-Discipline. Brian Tracy has a lot of self-discipline books. Time Management by Brian Tracy. It took me years to be able to stand that man's voice, and I ain't got nothing against him. It had to do with my mindset. I couldn't absorb. He was dropping so much game. It's just like 7 Habits of Successful People. Stephen Covey. Fire. But you know, I love how Stephen Covey goes into that book and talks about the paradigm shifts. Fire. See, and then remember, y'all gotta, if y'all have not read the 48 Laws of Power, let me just tell something to y'all about Robert Greene. Do not sleep on him, but do not try to read that book in one sitting, because you'll wake up and you'll find out I'm about to be an evil person. Like, I could not stomach that book, Robert Greene, the 48 Laws of Power, because it was so damn evil to me. And it wasn't that it was evil. The fact was, this is how people really think and how they move. And I was in corporate, and I had to read that book for myself because I couldn't understand how heartless and how calculating my counterparts were. But once I read that book, I was like, ooh, okay, at least I know what's going on. That don't mean that I have to partake, but at least I know how to protect myself and see the BS coming. I mean, you talking about scheming on a whole nother level. Y'all better be reading The Art of Law. If you haven't read, The Art of War, something's wrong with you. It's just certain books you gotta read. Jim Collins, Good to Great. I mean, it's just books you gotta read. Like it's all. And let me tell you something. Those of you that really want to bring things to pass, there's a great book called Write It Down and Make It Plain. It sounds simple. It looks simple, but it's fire. Then you got my girl Mel Robbins with the all her books. You need to read her. It's just a lot of people, man. I really need to just open up my library. That's what I need to do, and really just read down. I got so many books. Let me see if The Goal is on here. I'm on my library now. I got Profit First. See, this is how you know who you are, by what you consume. I can go down the whole books. I got all the books by Robin Sharma. Oh man, Robin Sharma, the 5 a.m. This dude is like the creator of the 5 a.m. law. 5 a.m. rule. Fire. I'm just saying, y'all gotta watch. Y'all gotta get on top of y'all game. I'm about to look at my library real quick, if I can get it and not hurt myself and everybody else. And I'm gonna just read the stuff I got, man. I got such a cross section of books, and this is gonna tell you who I am. Profit First. right, by Mike. You Can Heal Your Life by Louise L. Hay. I strongly recommend you get that audiobook. It's on, God, what is it on? Jesus. It's on YouTube for free. Clockwork by Mike, the same guy that wrote Profit First. Mastery by Robert Greene. Abs Diet, Fire Book, and the Abs Diet Personal Trainer. The Amen Solution. Neville Goddard. Y'all don't know what that is? You better figure it out. The Compound Effect. No Excuses by Brian Tracy. 12-week year. Government Contractor. And I got over 250 titles here, y'all. Your next 5 moves. That's my boy Patrick Bet David. Welcome again to Florida. The 5-second rule. That's Mel Robbins. Take Control of Your Life. Rip Mel Robbins. Mindset. The E-Myth Revisited. Acts of Faith. Ian Levanzant. One Day My Soul Just Opened Up. Among Ian Levanzant. In the meantime, Peace from Broken Pieces. All that's Ian Levanzant. The New Psycho-Cybernetics. Y'all better tighten up. Our Harlem. That's by my boy Marcus, the chef. Samuelson. My Mequilibrium, which is a great book. I'm telling y'all, I have so much, and that's just a tip. Y'all gotta realize I got 250 books. I'm just going down the list. LLC, Practical Guide, all that good stuff, man. I believe in being on it all day. And I'm just gonna read this stuff as I go. Government Contracting, Profit First for Contractors, Secrets to Winning Government Contracts, Home Service Millionaire, I got that from Mike. Atomic Habits by James Clear. The 5 Love Languages. Tighten your life up, y'all. Loving Your Spouse. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I mean, it just is what it is, man. This is a reflection. Book Yourself Solid. Raising Private Capital. The 5 a.m. Club. Finance Your Own Business. I'm telling you, man, look here. Y'all gotta understand, look at your library. The 22 immutable laws. All right, y'all. That's enough for y'all today. But I'm just saying, it just reflects who I am. I read and I absorb the right stuff. And this is just stuff that just was on my list. And I own these audiobooks. So that means I've done the investment so I could be the best me. That's what y'all got to do, man. Enough about this. This video, 18 minutes. It's time to go. I love y'all to death, though. Y'all get out here and get it, Solid Steppers. And be blessed. Don't talk about it, be about it. Have a great day.